Okay, so this video is on independent compound events in probability. A compound event is made up of one or more separate events. So you do one thing like roll a die and then you flip a coin. And it's the probability that the outcome you want, say a 6 heads, what is the probability of that combination happening? To find the probability of a compound event, you need to first determine if the events are independent or dependent. And the ones that we're going to do are independent. They will say things like the marble was replaced, the shirt was put back in, that sort of thing. To find the probability of an independent compound event, you take the probability of the two independent events and you multiply them. So this is the probability of A and B, of that thing happening, is the probability of A happening times the probability of B happening. So if it's if it's the 6 example, getting a 6, that's 1 out of 6, and getting heads or tails, getting heads is 1 out of 2, and then you multiply those together. And so you would get 1/12. The probability of getting a 6, the probability of getting a 6, and the probability of getting tails, and these two things happening together is 1/12. So let's look at this. The probability of choosing a green marble from random from a bag containing 5 green and 10 white. So the probability of green is 5/15, and then flipping a coin and getting tails. So the probability of tails is 1/2. So to find the probability of getting green and tails is 5/15 times 1/2. So that's 5/30, which simplifies to 1/6. Okay, so 5/15 times 1/2 is 5/30, and that simplifies to 1/6. Now I could have simplified this first and said 1/3 times 1/2 equals 1/6. Either way. Let's look at the next one. Find the probability of choosing a red marble at random from a bag containing 5 red and 5 white, and flipping a coin and getting heads. So the probability of red is 5 out of 10, which simplifies to 1/2. And the probability of heads is 1/2. So the probability of getting red heads is 1/2 times 1/2, which equals 1/4. So you just find the probability of the first event, find the probability of the second event, multiply to get the answer. Find the probability of spinning an evenly divided spinner numbered 1 through 5 and getting an even number spin. So probability of even, and that's 2 and 4, 2 out of 5. And then getting an odd on the second spinner. So probability of an odd is 3 out of 5. Now that's not one whole because I'm going to multiply together. So probability of even, then odd, is 2/5 times 3/5, which equals 6/25. And that can't be simplified. So if I did want to turn it into a decimal, 6/25 goes to 100 by 4 by 4, 24 hundredths. 24 hundredths. The letters in the word math are placed in a box. What is the probability of pulling an M, putting it back in the box, and then pulling a T? So M, probability of M is 1/4. Probability of T is 1 out of 4. And the probability of M and T is 1/4 times 1/4, which is 1/16. So you're going to see these in a lot of different ways. You flip a coin, and roll a die. What's the probability you'll get a heads up? So probability of heads is 1/2. And probability of 5 or 6, because 5 or greater, is 1/3. And so 1/2 times 1/3 equals 1/6. So I'm going to leave the rest of these for you to work through and to see how you do. You accidentally drop a coin from the top of the 7 stairs. What's the probability to land below the second step or heads up? So below the 7th step is 1/7, and heads up is 1/2. And then do the rest.